Alright, so today we're going to be field stripping and cleaning this M&P 380 Shield EZ, and despite the super long name, it's actually a really good gun. So the first thing you want to do is pop out your mag and make sure it's empty, which it is. Lock the slide to the rear, look in the gun, make sure it's empty, and it is. And then what we'll do is rotate this takedown lever here forward, like so, and then you'll just simply release the slide. The slide comes off. From there, you'll take out your recoil spring and guide rod assembly, which is this. Paying attention to how it's oriented in there, you'll see the polymer tip that goes toward the front of the gun when you put it back together, and this larger section goes toward the rear of the gun. And then you'll simply push up on the barrel from underneath, and that pops right out. To clean this gun, my cleaning product that I like to use is Ballistol, and I just spray a little bit on there. There, and you don't need anything too special to clean this gun. All you're going to need is some Q-tips and a little bit of that Ballistol or CLP, whatever you have. And you'll see I'm just going through here with the Q-tip and getting all these surfaces right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough to get a little bit of the gunk up to make sure the gun will run reliably. And then we'll move over here to the slide. And here's the areas where you really want to pay attention to is everything in here and these rail cuts. Just kind of get all the gunk. You can see all the gunk coming off. That's all carbon buildup. Clean that out. And another area to pay attention to is the breech face, which is going to be this portion of the slide right down in here. Get that really good. Get these rail cuts really good. And that's just to give you a brief demonstration on how we're cleaning it. Now I'm going to grab a paper towel and wipe up the excess. And it doesn't need to be perfect, just enough and just clean enough to make sure your gun's not going to seize on you. It's not a white glove inspection or anything like that. There we go. So now that you've cleaned it, you'll want to drop a little bit of lubricant on it. And we're going to put that, and this is just normal cleaner lubricant preservative. I like to lubricate right in here where you have those springs. Then you'll want to lubricate on these rail cuts here to make sure the gun will cycle. Now that we've got our gun lubricated, we're going to go ahead and reassemble it. And to do that, you'll take your slide upside down, take the barrel upside down so you have those lugs facing up. You'll reinsert the barrel into its happy little home, and then you'll notice, I was talking earlier about the orientation of that spring, you'll notice a cutout up front that matches the shape of the end that's supposed to go forward. So I'll stick that end in, push it forward and down to get that recoil spring guide rod assembly nested right back up on there. So to put it back together, notice we've still got our takedown lever down. I'm going to line up the slide with the rail cuts and simply pull it back and lock the slide to the rear. And to do that, to lock the slide to the rear, you push up on this while you're pushing the slide backward. And then I've gone ahead and rotated this takedown tab back up, which looks just like that. Let the slide go forward. Now that we've put the gun back together, we need to do a function check. So to make sure it's empty, which it is. Point in a safe direction, pull the trigger, hear a click. So I'm going to leave my finger down on the trigger, pull the slide back, let it go forward, and now I'm going to release the trigger listening for a click. So I don't know if you were able to hear that because it's a very soft and mild click on this particular gun, but it did do it. And now we're going to test the grip safety. I'm not going to grab the gun by the frame. I'm not going to engage this grip safety. I'm just going to make sure the gun's not going to fire if I'm not pushing down on it. And now just to show you that it will fire if you're pushing it, there's that click. Alright, and that's going to be how you disassemble, clean, and reassemble this gun for normal maintenance. Thanks for watching.